good?
I'm good.
Love that sound. Yeah, that's the good one. Welcome back to the podcast. Pizza Podcast with Christian and Johnny. Continuing on Moses. A pizza to match the theme, or at least the title of the first section. So this pizza...
I was wondering where you got the idea from. I was like, is this like a local store or
This is not a local
off the
store.
wall pizza restaurant?
This is Manna and Quail pizza. So I called like 5 butcher shops. Nobody has quail. It's very hard to find, and it's expensive.
Instead of calling, I just Googled
Right.
quail meat. It's like
Right.
Publix.
And then
Okay.
Publix literally brought it out to the car. Like,
Yeah, same day.
so thanks, Publix.
Yeah.
But these quails are like $5 a piece, and they're only like...
How'd you get manna? Because manna, I don't think is anywhere but from God.
That's exactly where this is from.
Oh, okay.
If God was Kellogg's and put it in a box and called it Frosted Flakes.
Great.
Quail, Frosted Flakes, and honey. And I stuffed the crust with honey too.
Sweet.
So Manna and Quail it is. It's about the best we can get right now.
Close. Yeah, pretty
You
close.
see that? It's a real deal.
Probably not.
What do you think?
It's good. Yeah, anytime you do anything to the camera, you can never say it.
Well, you need to get a new camera then.
Yeah, but
Well, for the people listening, they can
see it.
see it. If you're listening, this pizza has quail and honey and Frosted Flakes on it.
So this is a dessert pizza or a dinner pizza?
It's good.
Mm-hmm.
It's both.
I like it.
Because they ate the manna in the morning for breakfast and the quail at night for dinner. So you can call
They
it
only had
whatever,
quail one
you
time.
can call it whatever meal you want.
Then they had manna for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
For 40 years. Bro, I could eat Frosted Flakes for 40 years.
I mean, if I had to, yeah.
What do you mean if you had to?
I actually don't
I'd
care.
eat Frosted Flakes anyway for 40 years.
Frosted Flakes are the bottom of the cereal list for me. But I love honey, so.
What? What is at your top?
Raisin Bran Crunch. It's
Raisin
so good.
Bran is your number one.
Raisin Bran Crunch.
Wait, that's different than regular Raisin Bran?
Yeah. It's got like granola in it.
Raisin Bran Crunch.
Raisin Bran Crunch and Raisin Bran, I'll just say, are tied at the top. Yeah.
Your number one cereal of all time.
Raisin Bran. Dude, it's so good. I'm missing out. So good.
What's your number two?
Number 2 might be like Chex, the like rice one, like Rice Krispies also. They're the same, just different forms. Just like a basic Rice Krispie, Chex, rice, whatever. And sog it up with milk and make it sloppy. So good.
You are so boring.
Dude, this is so good.
Wait, you like vanilla ice cream, don't you?
Vanilla ice cream's good.
Yeah, I knew it. He's a vanilla ice cream kind of guy, which means all of his taste is plain.
It's not true.
Bro, Chex is your number 2 out of all the cereals on the planet? Are you kidding me?
I love that. I love milk. Dude, I love milk.
I'm good with milk. I'm on board.
Yeah, I'm not just good with milk, okay? I love milk, Christian. So those Rice Krispies and the Rice Chex, they soak that stuff up.
All right, give me your third one. I'm hoping that somewhere along the line we will meet in the top 5.
After that, it doesn't really matter. Maybe 3 is like Cookie Crisp and Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Those are both good, both around the same spot.
Now we're getting there.
Maybe Apple Jacks.
Bro, I haven't heard Apple Jacks in so long. I forgot about Apple Jacks. Those are good.
Mm-hmm.
Do they still make them?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. I just get Raisin Bran and sometimes Rice Chex.
I can't believe. I mean, Raisin Bran's a good cereal. Don't get me wrong, but number 1
Number 1, baby. After that, I forgot about Captain Crunch. It's probably there with...
with or without Crunch Berries.
Yeah, Crunch Berries. I love Captain Crunch. Like, it hurts your mouth. Wrecks your mouth. Like the roof of your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
But it's so good.
Yeah, why does it do that? It shreds the roof of your mouth.
I don't know, but it's
That's why when I eat Captain Crunch, I have to let it get like a little soft first. So you gotta like pour the milk, walk away, come
Couple
back,
errands,
come back in
come
15
back.
minutes. Then it's safe to eat.
Yeah.
Otherwise, say goodbye to the roof of your mouth. It's gone.
Yeah, every cereal I eat gets sogged up.
Yeah, I like soggy. Bro, my number 1 is Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
It's fine.
It's super good. Number 2, Fruity Pebbles. Followed very closely by number 3, Cocoa Pebbles.
Yeah, to me that's like the same. Chocolate and fruity, but they're
It's
the same level of
It's the
good.
same cereal. But
They'd have the same ranking.
that's why I said followed closely. Because sometimes if I like chocolate, then it's number 2. If I want fruit, it's number 2. So it's kind of interchangeable.
Okay.
But they're same post cereal, same pebbles, different color, different flavor.
Mm-hmm.
So Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Fruity Pebbles, Cocoa Pebbles. I would say after that, Frosted Flakes. And then after that, maybe Honey Smacks.
I don't even know what that is.
What?
Like Honey Nut Cheerios?
Smacks? No. You never had... It's like puffed wheat with honey. It's got the frog as the... I might move something out of your top 5.
Maybe.
I'm going to have to get some next time. Maybe I'll put some on a pizza. But it's definitely better as a cereal. But Smacks are really good. Any of those cereals, if God made it, manifest in the morning with the morning dew.
Manna Fest.
Manifest. You see what I did there? Accidentally.
Okay, was it dew or was it rain?
We had a manifest.
Was dew rain or dew?
It was dew.
It says at the beginning.
I know. It says from heaven, but it's actually dew.
And it says rain. It says the word rain.
I'm going to take a bite so I can think about that. Let's get into the story then. Let's dig into it. Chapter 16, Moses and the Israelites are wandering through the desert. They've obviously escaped Pharaoh because he's fish food.
Dead.
Dunzo. Didn't know how to swim. Or just
Didn't have a chance to swim.
Or just buckled under the 4,000 feet of pressure.
Yeah.
Whatever. It says the whole Israelite community is in the desert of Sin between Elim and Sinai.
Which is weird to me, but okay. We don't have to go there.
2 days after Valentine's Day.
Mate.
15th day of the second month
Yeah, but their second month is
Valentine's
not
Day.
February.
You don't know that.
Yeah, we do know that. Their first month is like March or April. It's just not called March or April. But they're in the wilderness, and then they get hungry, and they're like, we should have just died in Egypt.
They don't just get hungry. They get hangry.
Sure, I hate that word, honestly.
Yeah, but it's
Stupid.
true because
So
these people, they weren't just hungry. They were complaining to Moses and Aaron, who's never even really been around. But
He
it
does
says-
do one thing later.
Yeah, he does. He
Finally.
does. Finally helps after all this time.
Yeah.
It says, in the desert, the whole community grumbled against Moses and Aaron and said, if only we had died by the Lord's hand in Egypt, where we sat around pots of meat and ate all the food we wanted. But you brought us into this desert to
Yours
starve.
says food? Because I thought it was funny.
But you brought us out of the desert to starve this entire assembly to death. Yours doesn't say food?
No. Meat pots and eat bread to the full. Because I was confused. Why are you sitting around meat eating bread? It says we're sitting around meat pots and we ate bread till we're full.
Well, that's kind of interesting because that's what they were used to eating. Maybe that's why God gave them quail and manna. You could have given them anything. Could have been like, here's a cactus. Eat the meat of this cactus. Or...
Meat of a cactus?
Yeah. You cut the needles off.
What's the
shave
definition of meat?
the fleshy part of a...
Cactus has flesh?
Of something that you can eat.
What's the definition of flesh?
Like an apple. An apple has flesh. Everything up to the cores.
Apple is not meat.
The meat of an apple is the flesh of an apple. It's
the fruit
not
of the
meat
apple.
in the carnivorous sense, but it is considered the meat of that fruit.
That's wild.
So yes, a cactus, like after you cut all the needles off and shave the skin, like cut the skin, that inside that meat, that flesh of the cactus is edible. They could have eaten that because it's got water and kind of food, like a watermelon. But no, he gave them
Quail for one evening.
sweet dew and quail. But
It was only quail for one evening, which is interesting.
I didn't catch that. I'm gonna have to.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to scope that one out when we get there. But basically,
Maybe I read it wrong.
But basically, everyone's complaining to Moses and Aaron that they're hungry, and saying they would have been better off back under slavery, where they could at least still eat meat and bread.
Yeah, if they were sitting around meat and eating all the bread or whatever, were they actually even slaves?
I really don't know.
Or did they
anymore.
just forget? They're like, oh, we think it was better, but they're just idiots. And they're remembering things wrong.
I wonder if the definition of slave was different back then. It had to be.
Just like a worker
Yeah.
that got whipped sometimes.
It's like somebody in the military. You're living your life. You have the freedom to get a house, live on base, live wherever you want. Come and go as you please, do whatever you want. But then when they tell you to work, you're working. And you don't have a choice. So, I mean, I kind of view it in that sense with the way that they keep referring back to how much freedom and privileges and all this other stuff they had. So they complain. And then Moses goes to God and then says, the Lord says, I'll rain down bread from heaven for you.
Rain it down.
Maybe that's where the dew came from, but they didn't get it until the morning, and it was already on the ground. Maybe that's what he means.
I didn't know that's how dew. I thought dew was. It didn't have to rain for dew to happen. Because the moisture's already there.
It's like when fog comes down and it settles and it just makes everything wet. It's still kind of.
So maybe you rained it down once. And
it's still atmospheric moisture that's settling on the ground.
Yeah.
So technically, it's from heaven. It's not necessarily big drops. God says, I'm going to rain down bread from heaven. The people are going to go out every day and gather enough just for that day. And then that's how he was going to test them. And you ate what you could for that day, and you didn't have anything left over. And when they did, it was covered in maggots, and it stunk and rotted by the next morning. And then on the Sabbath day, before the Sabbath day, they were to bring in twice as much so that they, wouldn't have to work and they'd still have enough food. And then on that day, when they gather twice as much, it wouldn't rot overnight, but any other day, it rotted. Moses and Aaron go and they tell all the Israelites all that. Said God heard their grumbling.
And the Israelites still try to save some, and it becomes maggots.
They still, people still tried to
and then the Sabbath day, they still try to go out and find some, and they don't have any. Idiots.
They had very, very big listening problems. Yeah, he said on the Sabbath you're to rest and not go out. People still try to go out. Makes no sense.
Yeah.
While Aaron was speaking to the whole Israelite community, they looked toward the desert and they saw the glory of God in a cloud. The Lord said he heard their grumbling. Tell them, at twilight you will eat meat, and in the morning you will be filled with bread. Then you'll know that I'm the Lord. So that evening, quail came and covered the camp. And in the morning there was a layer of dew around the camp. When the dew was gone, thin flakes like frost, frosted flakes. Nailed it.
You're welcome.
Thin flakes like frost on the ground appeared on the desert floor. When the Israelites saw it, they said to each other, "What is it? For we do not know what it is."
Which is what manna means.
Right. What is it?
What is it? Yeah.
Then Moses said, "It's the bread the Lord has given you to eat." Then he tells them each one is to gather as much as he needs. Take an omer for each person you have in your tent. An omer is about 2 quarts or 2 liters. The Israelites did as they were told. Some gathered much, some little, but at the end of the day, it all averaged out. No one is to keep any of it until morning. However, some of them paid no attention to Moses. So frustrating. They kept part of it until morning, but it was full of maggots and began to smell, so Moses was angry with them. Each morning, everyone went out and gathered what they needed. On the 6th day, they gathered twice as much, 2 omers for each person. And then God told them, bake what you want to bake, boil what you want to boil, save whatever you have left, keep it until morning on the Sabbath. So that way they have enough to get by. Nevertheless, some of the people went out on the 7th day to gather it, but they found none. I don't understand what they expected to happen going off and doing their own thing.
After the plague and the Passover and the Red Sea, you'd think, like, oh, this is legit. But no.
Take just enough for one person. I'm taking more. Don't gather on the 7th. I'm going out. There's just going to be people like that. That's just the way it is. It's always been. It always will be.
Well, I guess if they paid no attention, they're not, like, deliberately doing the opposite. They're just not paying attention. So they don't know. Maybe they don't know that
That's
he
not
said.
what that means.
It could. You're not paying attention to class. Hey, what'd I say? I have no idea. So I can't do the opposite of what you said on purpose because I don't know what you said. I wasn't paying attention. But they do it.
You think it meant
because
they
they're
literally weren't paying attention?
Maybe. Some of them probably. Yeah. It's a lot of people.
That's true. What did they use? A telephone game to get the word through all the... Because there are hundreds of thousands, right?
A lot of people.
And then Moses is standing here telling everybody. So, like, maybe the first 300 to 500 people heard everything clearly. And then everybody beyond that was like, what'd he say? Oh, he said da-da-da-da-da. And then the next 500 like, what? By the time you get to the back, they're like,
It's all changed.
eat as much as you want and gather every day? Okay. Imagine it.
Yeah.
How do you get word if you have a, let's say, 400,000 people in the desert? That's like it's bigger than a stadium, right? Like a football stadium. How many people? 20,000?
More.
Really?
But I would say 400,000 more for sure.
How many people could fit in like
20,000 might be a college.
a football stadium?
Maybe college. Largest capacity for football is in North Korea. Capacity of 114,000.
114,000.
Still a lot, but
Yeah, but they were hundreds of thousands. 300, 400. I can't remember what it said before.
600,000.
It was 600,000. Men.
Yeah.
Add women and children. You're looking at 5 or 6 of the largest sports arena stadiums on the planet full. And you have one guy with no microphone standing there trying to tell them all to do something. So, I mean,
It's got to be telephone.
your argument is pretty plausible. Because the only way they could get the word across is telephone game. And I mean, you know how bad that is even with like
Or he's just like publicly
15, 20
speaking.
people in a circle, let alone, 1 million people in a desert.
Yeah. Or Moses is publicly speaking to like, we'll say 20,000 people. And like every 30 minutes, it's like, okay, you guys leave. Take time to fill in another 20,000. Talk to them, same thing. Okay, you guys, next set.
20,000.
And some people, I don't know. I'm just trying to think of it.
What if they were just single file and he just kept repeating it as he walked by?
Stupid.
They just walk by and they just go in a big
I
circle.
was trying to think of like an auditorium. Not 20,000, obviously, but I was trying to think of a large number that's still not large enough. I don't know.
Even in your house, you have a birthday party, you have maybe 20, 30 people there. You still have to yell pretty loud.
That's just because everyone's talking.
Everybody to hear. Not when you're like, hey, we're going to sing now. I mean, imagine, these people weren't just quiet in the desert either. They're sitting around.
Yeah.
I mean, what else are you going to do? There's nothing to do. You're going to talk. You're going to tell stories. You're going to complain. Just imagine the decibel level of all of their chatter. So I honestly don't know how Moses got the message all the way through. Now that I'm thinking about it,
Yeah, I don't know.
bro, I'm surprised that it wasn't even worse.
We're like, oh man, they're so dumb. Well, now we're like, actually.
I really don't blame them now. I'm not mad anymore. I mean, 600,000 men, plus women and children. And you have an 83, 86-year-old man,
Mm-hmm.
somewhere around there,
Mm-hmm.
trying to give them instruction. It's a miracle they even did that well. Now that I think about it.
Maybe it's got to be a system like maybe just the head of the house comes to the meetings to cut it down. I don't know. We'll never know.
They had to do something.
Yeah.
But these are good things to ponder. In a nutshell, not everybody listened.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's their fault or not. Now, if it said Aaron went out and did whatever he wanted,
Yeah.
then I'd be like, okay, well, he's a tool. The people of Israel called the bread manna. It was like white coriander seed and tasted like wafers made with honey.
That's where the honey comes from.
Yep. That's why we got honey on it as well. So then the Lord told Moses and Aaron, take a jar, put an omer of manna in it, place it before the Lord to be kept for the generations to come. The Israelites ate manna 40 years until they came to a land that was settled. They ate manna until they reached the border of Canaan.
So you think it's quail and manna, or you just think it was quail that one evening?
It doesn't say they ate quail.
Yeah.
It says they ate manna.
Yeah,
I'm not
it's
sure.
Just one evening. I don't know.
Well, could they have saved the quail? Because it says, don't take.
I think it's quail just one evening.
Let you guys eat meat for one night, and everything else is frosted flakes from the ground in the morning.
You think the quail was live when it was presented to them in the evening?
Yes.
Or was cooked?
You just think a bunch of dead quail fall from heaven, cover the ground?
Or are pre-cooked?
Pre-cooked? What, by lightning? How? How is God going to pre-cook the quail for them?
If they're alive, wouldn't they just fly away?
That's another good point.
Or God just makes them dumb. Like, all right, here's some dumb quail that they're going to stay right where they are.
He could have made them not like be able to fly.
Yeah.
Or they had good like slingshots or something. Or nets.
Wingless quails.
It said quails came and covered the camp, so I don't know.
Yeah. So they just flew in.
But the quail is actually pretty good. It's
Turkey.
it's like the dark meat of a turkey.
Which is the best part of a turkey.
Mixed with a hint of venison. It's got a slight gamey flavor to it.
Okay. I think it just tastes like turkey. It's good though.
No.
Well, that is what I think, yes.
It tastes like the dark meat of a turkey that was caught at night and processed under a full moon.
Isn't turkey also game animal?
Yeah. That's why
So to say it's gamey, wouldn't it still just be turkey?
No, because there's different levels of gamey.
I don't know why that sounded so funny.
Just like there's different levels in a game. There's different levels of gamey meat. Game.
I'm going to struggle every podcast from now on with being like too tired and laughing too hard at the dumbest things. It's so stupid. Gamey meat.
It's not that late, bro.
But for me, like by bed, I go to bed at 9 now. And wake up between 3 and 5.
Well, in chapter 17...
Now they're thirsty.
Yeah, it's basically a repeat of 16, except they're thirsty now. It's like, wow, this food is really good. I'm full. What, no drink? Israelites. The whole Israelite community set out from the desert of Sin, traveling to the places the Lord commanded. They camped at a place called Rephidim, but there was no water for the people to drink. So they quarreled with Moses and said, "Give us water to drink." Then Moses was like, "Why are you telling me? Why are you quarreling with me? Why do you put the Lord to the test?"
Yeah, you're not mad at me, you're mad at God, bro.
Yeah. But the people were thirsty for water and grumbled against Moses anyway. So then they go back with the same argument. "Why did you bring us out of Egypt to make us and our children and livestock die of thirst?"
So extreme.
They really are. Like, I'd just be like, fine, go back. Everybody who wants to go, let's go. Everybody who wants to complain, kick rocks, go back.
Find your way across that sea or around it on your own.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're kind of past the point of no return at that.
They can go other places.
Yeah. But, so then Moses goes to God. God tells him, "All right, go ahead of the people, take this magic staff." What did we call it? We had a name.
Staff of God.
Staff of God. Yeah. Take the staff of God, strike a rock, water's going to come out of it. It must have been a big rock.
Maybe. But he says he's going to stand in front of the rock, which is kind of cool. You can get in some deep thought there. It says he stands in front of the rock. Oh, God stands in front of the rock.
"Take in your hand the staff which you struck the Nile and go. I will stand there before you by the rock."
Yours is by the rock.
By the rock. At Horeb. "Strike the rock and water will come out for the people to drink."
So ESV says, "Behold, I will stand before you there on the rock at Horeb, and you shall strike the rock." It was there's some mention in it's Peter or Paul basically calls Jesus the rock and alludes to this.
Yeah.
And then it made me think if he's on the rock, it's kind of like Jesus gets whipped and hit, and so I'm like, if he's striking the rock and God's on the rock, I'm sure there's some fun, deep stuff there.
But pretty deep.
Yeah,
It might be a stretch.
maybe. But Peter or Paul, whichever one it was, alluded to Jesus being the rock in this situation.
Well, Moses went and struck the rock and everyone got water.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know how big the rock is.
It had to be big if it
Well, the water
not fed, but
it can be small and just a ton of water comes out.
you think it was like a geyser?
I don't know what it was.
You think the water shot up?
I don't know
like
what
a fountain?
Does it say up or out or over?
Well, I mean, if
I
you're
don't
striking
know.
the rock, he's obviously probably like height level or ground. Like, He didn't strike it above his head. And then
It could be a big rock, and he's like,
what do you think it was like?
it could have been a small rock. I picture it like a geyser. I do, but I don't know. What do you picture?
I picture it like a gushing river. Like he hit the rock and just like, and then it made a river of water right through everybody, and then everyone's just like, I don't know.
See, I would just complain about that too. Like, I got mud in my water now. I got to drink after this guy ahead of me drinking the water. Ew, gross. Get his germs out of there. Let me cut in the front.
I know. And then to add insult to injury, the Amalekites go and attack.
Yeah.
Out of the blue.
It is fun. I did want to point out at the beginning of the chapter, it talks about Israel moving from place to place. They're basically directed by the Lord where to go.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like kind of funny. The Lord knows like they're not going to have water in all these places. So he knows he's going to provide water for them.
But he didn't provide the water until they complained.
Yeah.
Would he have provided the water if they hadn't complained? Because they all would have died. Like, they have to have
I don't
water.
think they would have died. There's probably water in the manna. If it's come
They're
from
walking
dew.
through the desert for 40 years. You think,
Don't they have a cloud right now?
where are they getting water from anyway?
Do they have the cloud right now?
No, I don't think so.
Giving them shade?
Giving them shade.
Yeah. Isn't there a cloud that gives them shade? And when was that? I don't know.
I mean, the glory of the Lord appeared as a smoke or a cloud, but I don't think it was giving them shade the whole time.
Dude, somewhere it's giving them shade.
Are you talking about the pillar of cloud when Pharaoh was chasing them?
No.
So the Amalekites, out of the blue, it just says the Amalekites came and attacked the Israelites at Rephidim. I don't know why. Unprovoked. And then Moses told Joshua, choose some men and go out and fight the Amalekites. Tomorrow I'll stand on top of the hill with the staff of God in my hand. So Joshua fought the Amalekites as Moses had ordered. And Moses, Aaron, and Hur went to the top of the hill. This is the interesting part here. As long as Moses held up his hands, the Israelites were winning. But whenever he lowered his hands, the Amalekites were winning. How do you think he figured that out? You think he was like, his arms are getting tired, and then all of a sudden, like, they started losing, then you think he was like puppeteering them, like messing with them for a little bit?
So my thought process was that Moses does things out of faith with the authority given to him by God. So he's doing things just through faith. Like there was some other thing earlier where he's like, oh, do this and God will do it. I'm like, God didn't say that.
I just made the bet with Pharaoh.
Yeah.
To stop the plagues.
Yeah. And so he's got the staff, which I think represents that authority. So he's like, I think this will work. Let's try this. So he's stepping out on faith, and it works.
Why would he have to hold his arms up the whole time?
That's just his faith. I think that's what he decided he thought was going to work, and God's like, are you sure? Yeah. I'll help you out, bro. That's what I think. Because when I was reading it, I'm like, it doesn't say anything about... I don't believe it says God is helping. It says Moses' arms are up and Moses' arms are down. It doesn't say while his arms are up, the Lord did this. While his arms are down, the Lord didn't do this.
That is true. As long as Moses held up his hands, the Israelites were winning, but whenever he lowered his hands, the Amalekites were winning. Then Moses' hands grew tired. They took a stone and put it under him, and he sat on it. Aaron and Hur held his hands up, one on one side, one on the other.
Aaron and Hur? Who is she?
H-U-R.
Who is she? Like just listening, I'm like, wait, who is she?
Ben.
Who's her?
Ben-Hur. You ever see that movie?
It's like a war movie.
It's a biblical movie.
A
Kind of.
biblical war movie.
There's
What's
chariot battles and stuff. I saw it a long time ago.
I feel like I have seen it.
I just remember it. I remember him riding around in the chariot beating everybody up.
Okay, I can't find what I was looking for, trying to see it. But I'm pretty sure there's a part where it mentions in the wilderness they have a cloud providing shade for them and direction.
Well,
Maybe it's in Leviticus or...
It says they were traveling to the
Deuteronomy.
places that the Lord commanded, but it doesn't say anything about a
Yeah.
cloud. So you have Aaron and Hur on either side of Moses holding his hands up.
Who's her?
It's her.
Just kidding. Sorry.
Is it she?
Yeah, they're holding his hands up. It's his old tired man.
So Joshua overcame the Amalekite army with the sword. How long do you think he had to have his hands up? Like, how long would it take to beat an army?
I think it was more than a day, because didn't it say at night? Like, they made it through
a
the
day?
night?
Bro, what if he fell asleep?
Because they, like, ceased at night or something?
It doesn't say anything about them ceasing at night. It just says when Moses' hands grew tired, they took a stone and put it under him. He sat on it. And then Aaron and Hur held his hands up, one on one side, one on the other, so his hands remained steady till sunset.
That's what I meant, yeah.
That's a long time. I don't know when this battle started.
Maybe that's when the battle ended? Sunset?
Sounds like it, but...
Or sunset where they like, okay, no more fighting. There's rules to this war. So he can put his hands down and the next day do it again.
They didn't have the Geneva Convention back then.
And the rooster crows. I'll wake up.
They're all
in charge.
They're all sitting there like sword and shield waiting for the rooster to...
Yeah.
Come on.
And some people are still like, I need to catch a couple minutes to sleep, then I'll fight.
Then Moses built an altar. Oh, the Lord told Moses to write on a scroll this whole thing so that Joshua hears it and remembers it. Then chapter 18, the old father-in-law visit.
And to make sure you know they're just father-in-law too.
I just said his father-in-law.
No, but they make sure.
Oh, yeah.
They read it so many times. I'm like, bro, I already know who Jethro is because I read about it. Fine. Maybe someone starts chapter 18 for some reason. Okay, you mentioned his father-in-law. Cool. Next verse. And Jethro's father-in-law. Yeah, you just said. And then again, it says it like several times. His father-in-law, his father-in-law.
Yeah. Now Jethro, the priest of Midian and father-in-law of Moses, heard of everything God had done for Moses and for his people Israel, and how the Lord brought Israel out of Egypt. Good and dandy, right? But then it says after Moses sent away his wife Zipporah, his father-in-law Jethro received her and her two sons, one Gershom and
Eleazar or something.
Eleazar, yep. So Jethro, Moses' father-in-law, that's 5 verses. They've named it 3 times.
Yeah.
Together with Moses' sons and wife, came to him in the desert, where he was camped near the mountain of God. Why would they go visit him? Is that just so he can spend time with his family?
Well, Jethro's a priest,
Yeah.
so he hears what's happening through Zipporah and sons. So
Is that why Moses sent her away?
Maybe I didn't think so, but that could be.
I don't remember them saying he sent her away before. That's like the first I heard of it.
Yeah, it is the first and it's the only time.
Did he send her away when she was pregnant and she gave birth and then came back with the kids? How does that work?
Doesn't say. He forgot to write that part for some reason.
Perfect.
Thanks a lot, Moses. But that would make sense. Like, hey, go tell Jethro these things. I want to hear from him. He's a priest. He can help me out. That makes sense. I didn't think of that.
Well,
I just thought it was like, oh, this is dangerous. You're exempt. You're like a pastor's kid. Yeah, you break the rules, but I'm going to keep on. Whatever, you know.
yeah, you break the rules, but pastor's kid. That's pretty funny. Jethro, Moses' sons and wife, came to him in the desert where he was camped. Jethro sent word to him, I, your father-in-law. That's 4 times in 6 verses.
Did you catch that before I mentioned that?
I didn't. That's why I'm emphasizing it now. This is... I mean, I knew it was his father-in-law, but I didn't realize I subconsciously drilled it into my brain by reading this chapter. I'm coming to you with your wife and her 2 sons. So Moses went out to meet, guess who? His father-in-law. Lots of fathers-in-laws. And bowed down and kissed them. They greeted each other and then went into the tent. Moses told his father-in-law about everything the Lord had done to Pharaoh and the Egyptians for the Israelites' sake. Jethro was delighted to hear about all the good things.
Then it's like he's happy about it. The next day, Moses is judging the people.
Yes, there we go.
And there's
Verse
a
13.
bunch of people around him because there's a bunch of people over. And
So
he's
this
the only
is-
judge for some
This is
reason.
the beginning of the first org chart.
Org chart?
Organizational chart.
Oh, okay.
Org chart for short.
Sure.
You know what an org chart is?
A chart?
You don't know what an org chart is?
I don't know. A chart? Like, isn't all I don't know.
An organizational chart shows the hierarchy of all of the employees in a company from the CEO all the way down to the individual contributors.
Like a family tree of the business.
Great way to put it, yes. It shows like who's reporting to who the managers are, all that, the hierarchy all the way up. That's an org chart. This is the first org chart in history based on what I've read so far, but we'll get to it right here.
Or is it just like the first judicial system?
No. Look, watch right here. So like you said, Moses, it says the next day Moses took a seat to serve as the judge for all the people.
And all the people coming to him with all the problems.
Yeah, God.
It's a lot.
Could you imagine?
Yeah.
Because they already come to him, so I mean, he's used to it, but still.
Yeah. And he sucks at talking, apparently.
Apparently.
He talks to every single person. I don't understand.
So,
and Jethro's like, bro, you can't be doing that.
I know, it
That's
says,
insane.
took a seat to serve as judge for the people, and they stood around him from morning till evening. That's how many gripes they had.
That's a lot of people. That's probably not all the gripes.
That's
You
true.
can't fit all the people in one day. There's no way.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So then, Jethro, it says father-in-law, but I'm just going to back up and I'm tired of it. When Jethro saw that Moses was doing for the people, he said, "What is this you are doing for the people? Why do you alone sit as judge, while all these people stand around you from morning till evening?" And then Moses told them, "Because the people come to me to seek God's will. Whenever they have a dispute, it's brought to me, and I decide between the parties and inform them of God's decrees and laws." And Jethro's like, "Bro,
That's wild.
delegate.
Yeah.
I'm going to introduce you to a new word, Moses, and it's called delegation."
It's a good word.
So,
Good word from the priest.
it is.
Amen.
Delegate. Jethro replied, "What you're doing is not good. You and these people who come to you are going to wear yourselves out. The work's too heavy and you can't handle it alone. Now listen to me and I'll give you some advice, and may God be with you. You must be the people's representative before God and bring their disputes to him. Teach them the decrees and laws, show them the way to live and the duties they are to perform. But select capable men from all the people, men who fear God, trustworthy men who hate dishonest gain, and appoint them as officials over thousands, hundreds, fifties, and tens." You're taking all of these individual contributors and you're building team leads, program managers, center managers, directors.
Or it's just like municipal court and whatever court and all the way up to Supreme Court.
Have them serve as judges for the people at all times, and have them bring every difficult case to you. The simple cases they can decide themselves. That will make your load lighter because they will share it with you. If you do this and God so commands, you'll be able to stand the strain and all these people will go home satisfied. Brilliant. Then he mic drops and goes back home.
Yep.
Moses listened to his father-in-law. He chose capable men from all Israel.
Who is his father-in-law?
I think it was Jethro. He chose capable men from all Israel and made them leaders of the people, officials over thousands, hundreds, fifties, and tens. They served as judges for the people at all times. The difficult cases they brought to Moses, and the simple ones they decided themselves. Then Moses sent his father-in-law on his way, and Jethro returned to his own country. I guess he left his wife and kids with Moses. It just says Jethro returned.
Yeah. So maybe he did send him to say, "Hey, Jethro, what's up? I want to meet. See how you're doing." That makes sense.
It does. They send the wife to go get her father.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, I like it.
Cool.
Yeah, and Jethro comes out and says, "Bro, I'm going to help you get organized."
Yeah.
If you were...
And he does it in a good way. He's like, "Hey, you guys are doing great. Awesome. Praise
Okay.
God. Oh, let me help you with this."
Natural born
Pretty-
manager right there.
It's pretty good.
You're doing fantastic, and I love your work here, but
So everything you're doing needs to change.
yeah, I'm going to make a suggestion. You can take it or leave it,
But it's better.
but God says to take it, and you're going to do this. So if you were an Israelite back then, would you want to be in charge, like be one of the judges, And if so,
No, I'm not a pure man.
would you rather be a judge?
I'm taking bribes.
Would you rather be an official over thousands, hundreds, fifties, or tens?
I would
Thousands,
want to
hundreds,
be
fifties, or tens?
tens.
How many people do you want to
Tens.
settle disputes for?
Tens.
Really?
Yeah. Because it's still like it's hardcore disputes because they're more important than all the other ones, but it's not a lot. But it's like the interesting stuff, like, oh, dang, his wife did what?
No, that's not what that means.
His wife did what? That's not what that means.
No, it just means you are going to solve disputes for 10 people, 50 people, 100 people, or 1,000 people.
It's got to be based on difficulty.
It's not.
It's got to be.
It's not.
Because Moses is the difficult
The
one.
difficulty is Moses. If they can't, solve it at their level, they escalate it to Moses.
If the thousands can't get it, they send it to the hundreds. The hundreds, like, oh, this is a 50s
that
matter.
Is not how, no.
Oh, this is a tens matter.
I don't think that's...
And then the tens gets like, freaking Moses got to deal with...
I don't think that's what that means, but it's a cool concept.
It's like the courts nowadays.
See, I viewed it as like certain people have the ability to handle certain workloads. So like one guy would be perfectly fine handling 10 people's problems, whereas another guy would be more comfortable handling 1,000. But you're saying thousands...
It's smaller.
If you have 1,000 people...
That's all the like just petty stuff.
But see, that doesn't... But how does that work?
There's...
It can't
like how courts
it's done
work
by
nowadays.
number of people, not complexity of arguments. It's just
there's more municipal courts than there are the Supreme Court.
If those people can't solve a dispute, then they go to Moses.
That's just how I think of it as. That's my org chart.
Okay, so in your mind, you would want to be in the tens, like the last stop before Moses, handling all the tough cases.
But not the toughest. Oh, I can't handle the toughest. I'm not allowed. It's Moses' job. So maybe 50s. No, 10s. I think it'd be interesting.
See, I'd like to handle the thousands because then I could just shut people down right away. Like, that's stupid. Go away. Don't even bring that up. You bring that up again, I'm going to stone you.
I don't think you would get to do the stoning.
He stole my sandal. I'm going to beat you with his sandal if you don't get out of my face. Go cry to your mom.
But then people are just going to be stealing sandals now. Because they're like, that guy doesn't care. I'm stealing sandals all day long.
Stealing sandals. Yes, this is the first organizational structure that we've seen so far in the Bible. And I love it. Because it helps Moses ease the burden and kind of spread the wealth between all the other people who are griping and complaining. And then in chapter 19... they go to Mount Sinai. They leave Rephidim, enter the desert of Sinai, and then camp there in the desert in front of the mountain. Then Moses goes up to God. Then God gives him a message to tell the people, you've seen what I did, and now if you obey me fully and keep my covenant, then you'll be my treasured possession.
Everything's mine, but you'll be my treasured possession.
Yeah. So Moses went back and summoned the elders, and then told them all the stuff that the Lord commanded him to speak. The people responded together, we will do everything the Lord said. So Moses brought their answer back to the Lord. Then the Lord goes back to Moses, says, I'm going to come to you in a dense cloud. This might be where you were.
No,
so that the people will hear me speaking with you
somewhere.
and will always put their trust in you. That's a cloud.
Yeah, but there's a cloud and it talks about it
There's lots
providing,
of clouds.
But it talks about it providing shade in the wilderness also. Like it guides them and provides shade. It's somewhere. I promise.
So then the Lord told Moses to go consecrate the people, have them wash their clothes and be ready the third day. Because on that day the Lord's going to come down Mount Sinai in the sight of all the people. He said, put limits around the mountain and tell them, be careful not to go up it, because if you touch it, you're dead. If an animal touches it, they're dead. Whoever touches the mountain shall surely be put to death. He shall be stoned or shot with arrows. Not a hand is to be laid on him, whether man or animal.
When I was first reading this, I was thinking, like, as soon as they touch it, they're being stoned or shot with an arrow. And I'm like, where's the arrow coming from? Like, it's like a mystical arrow coming out of nowhere. I'm like, oh, I'm an idiot. He's just saying that will happen. Like if they do that, then they'll do that. Someone will do that to them.
You think there's like an angel just with
That's
a
what
bow?
I was like,
sniper style?
Yeah, I was like, where are these arrows coming from? Yeah, was like, oh, idiot, that's what's gonna happen.
What if they go on they touch the mountain and then they try and touch you and everyone's like running away? They're like, no, we can't touch you.
Maybe that's when they get stoned. Like, oh, don't touch me.
You can't really get a lot of power from a stone if I'm this close trying to grab you. And then you're going to be too concerned running away because you can't touch the person.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. If he put this rule in place, that means somebody did it.
Somebody touched the fountain.
Somebody did it.
Not necessarily, because it was the Passover.
Telephone game. By the whole row in the back is like,
okay, but the Passover.
we have to touch the mountain.
But the Passover had these rules, and we're like, oh, do you think someone didn't do the blood? And then at the end it says all the Israelites did it. Doesn't mean that necessarily.
They were really good at communication.
I think so.
Because I have difficulty conceiving even 100 people, even in a room, in an auditorium.
Yeah. To retain what you said and to you have to want to do it too. Like, I'm doing it my way.
Yeah. If it was the South, and somebody was
I
telling,
don't think you'll die.
Somebody was telling them what to do, they're like,
they just want to test it. Like, no one's looking.
He didn't tell all y'all. I can't believe
I was trying to think of a way to bring it up.
I can't believe that's a thing. So Johnny was telling me before this podcast, and it was getting me fired up. But there is a version of the Bible. Correct me if I'm wrong.
You're not wrong.
It's called the y'all version.
Yes.
YA''LL.
Or Y''ALL.
Y apostrophe?
I think so.
Is it? Oh, okay.
But then so parentheses, if you quote scripture and then you parentheses translation like ESV or NIV, then it's just YALL, no apostrophes. And I don't think it's a joke. At first I was like, this is a joke. But it's on the Bible app.
It incorporates the word y'all.
If you're a true Christian, you got the Bible app. And you put it as the first app, even though it's your least used app. You put it in the front because that's what you do. It's kind of like the Bible in the car. You never read it, but you keep it there just in case. It's on the Bible app.
You scroll right past it, and you go to YouTube and TikTok, and you watch our podcast.
Yeah. Dang, I'm not a real Christian. Actually, I have it on my... So my second page is technically like my main page. Then my first page is like, I use it, it's got my email and stuff. But then my last page, it's the first on the last page. It's confusing, isn't it? You
were going to do something though, right?
I
thought you were going to bring it up. I thought you were going to give an example.
Yeah.
Because it's...
We'll have to actually talk about it in more detail, I think, because I think it would be hilarious.
You want to do a full podcast?
I think so. I think we could.
I'll just tell you, he was reading a couple of verses, and it was really, really frustrating.
He was getting spooled up.
It was painful.
See, I'm like, oh, this has to be a joke, but it's on the Bible app, so that's the real deal. And I was going about their about section, and I'm like, these guys are like for real about this, I think.
But because they contracted words like you all into y'all,
and words that
it's less pages.
Yeah, sure.
The Bible
and like where it says you, but it's like a plural you. Then they put y'all. I think we can dive into it. I think it'd be hilarious.
Johnny wants to do a full podcast on it, so I think it'd be hilarious. He's saving it, but just know it's out there. Don't read it.
Well, check it out if you're.
Check it out.
If you're in the America's Holy Land, the Bible Belt, the Bible might be for you.
It might work for some people.
He's a relational God. Maybe that's speaking to your level.
Go ahead and y'all give it a read. It hurt just to say that.
Oh, it did not hurt for me to.
Y'all is such a hard word for me to say.
It brought me so much joy to read some of those.
It was funny and painful at the same time. So anyway, it exists. It's out there. But anyway,
I don't even know where we were.
The Lord and Moses were going back and forth in conversation. So the Lord told Moses to have the people wash their clothes, be ready by the third day, because he's going to come down the mountain.
Gotcha.
And then nobody is to touch the mountain or they're dead. Whether man or animal, he shall not be permitted to live. Only when the ram's horn sounds a long blast may they go up the mountain. After Moses went down the mountain to the people, he consecrated them and washed their clothes. They washed their clothes. He didn't do it. That would be...
Yeah, sure.
That would take forever, and that would not be fun.
Yeah. And then he said to the people, be ready for the third day. Do not go near a woman.
Mine says abstain from sexual relations.
Whoa.
Hits you right there.
I thought it was just like women suck. Like
that's your PG
boys rule.
That's your PG Bible right there.
No, ESV usually is not PG.
Oh yeah, I keep getting it mixed up. Our Bibles like
So that
they
is-
alternate.
Yeah.
Mine just says straight up abstain from sexual relations.
Yeah. So sex is dirty. The dirty deed is dirty.
In the desert.
Ugh. So you can't have sex with women, but can women have sex with a man? And they're okay? Hey, it says not have sex with women. At least I was being outright, not saying a man can't.
It doesn't say anything about man or woman on this.
On yours it doesn't?
What's yours say?
Do not go near a woman.
Oh, mine just says abstain from sexual relations.
I think most translations say don't have sex with women. This one just doesn't say sex, but that's what it means.
Don't have sex with women, but you're gonna have sex with men. Is that what
That
you're
was
saying?
that was my joke. Yeah, that was the joke I was going for.
That's interesting, though, that they incorporate that.
So, Home and Christian Standard, my fave. Be prepared by the third day. Do not have sexual relations with women. Don't say anything about men. For the women. For the women. No. The
It's not
New
advocating.
Living. New Living just says no sexual intercourse. Doesn't say man or woman. New Century says no sexual relations. New American, do not go near a woman. Also, King James, come not at your wives.
Do I have to ask for a spelling clarification on that? Please tell me it's C-O-M-E.
That might be too gross to. Yeah, it's
Okay, thank you. Thank you for clarifying that, because audibly that's pretty dark.
Fleshly mind, go away.
Go away.
Was not prepared for that. KJV, King James, baby.
That was King James?
Come not at your wives. Plural. So come not at your multiple wives. Oh, gosh.
Well, on the morning of the third day, there was thunder and lightning.
So are women icky, or it's the deed? No, I know what it is. It's basically the deed. But I think it's part of like the Levitical laws. Talks about what is unclean about it.
I'm sure there's something there. But on the third day, there was thunder and lightning, with a thick cloud over the mountain and a very loud trumpet blast. Everyone in the camp trembled. I guess they're scared of the trumpet?
It's probably so loud, bro.
Or are they scared of the thunder?
Yeah.
Or lightning?
Yeah.
Which?
It's
All of it?
This is God, bro. It's like amazing.
There was thunder and lightning and a thick cloud over the mountain and a very loud trumpet blast. Everyone trembled. Then Moses led the people out of the camp to meet with God, and they stood at the foot of the mountain. And then smoke billowed up from it like smoke from a furnace. The whole mountain trembled violently, and the sound of the trumpet grew louder and louder. Then Moses spoke, and the voice of God answered him. So is God's favorite instrument the trumpet? Who's blowing the trumpet? Is there an angel?
Probably angels.
You think there's like a herald?
Like King Harold?
No, like
Yeah.
the trumpet.
I think it's like angels. Yeah.
Does God designate musician angels? Like, you're going to be the trumpet player, you're the drummer, you play the harp.
I think maybe.
So who blows the trumpet? Somebody's got to be trained. Do they have to practice?
I don't know. Or just
Because if you want to be
creates them with
good,
the ability.
if you want to be good, you got to practice. You think the angels are in heaven, like practicing like music notes and stuff?
No.
If they're playing for God, they got to practice.
They're probably created with their ability.
But you have to build on it, just like us. We all have gifts. We have to build
We're
and
not
practice.
angels. Yeah, we're not angels.
According to God, we're better than angels. We're like above the angels, kind of, right?
We have,
In a way, not in like a condescending
Different,
way, but like
definitely different. I think they're created for their purpose, and I would imagine they're created with their ability. I think that's just what I think.
But you have to have certain ones that are better than others.
Yeah, if he creates something.
Like, you're my best trumpet angel, but I have 10 musicians that all play the trumpet. That's crazy to think about for me. I don't know.
Yeah. Probably something
They have to practice.
I don't know when they would. Like, I think it's...
I don't know, just like eternity.
Yeah, isn't it where they're just constantly singing holy, holy, holy? Like certain names, like they can't practice because that's what they're doing.
Well, they wouldn't be the musicians.
Forever.
All the angels?
Are the other musician angels just always playing? Also?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Do they play the same song?
I don't
They
think-
gotta change up the songs.
I don't know what to say. I don't think it's something we would fully understand until
Who blew the
experience.
trumpet?
I think an angel. I don't know him.
But it was getting louder. So was the angel moving closer or was he just blowing harder?
I don't know.
How does it work? Great. Another unsolved mystery.
Yeah, I don't think it's something we just won't know.
I think Tim would know.
No. Yeah.
Sunday school question.
They're probably appointed and created.
Well, the Lord descended. I like this. The Lord descended to the top
Yeah, I'm glad you caught
of
that.
Mount
Oh,
Sinai
that was funny.
and called Moses to the top of the mountain. So Moses went up and said to him, "Go down and warn the people so they don't force their way through to see the Lord, and many of them perish. Even the priests who approach the Lord must consecrate themselves, or the Lord will break out against them." Then Moses said to the Lord, "The people cannot come up Mount Sinai. You yourself warned us. Put limits around the mountain and set it apart as holy." Then the Lord told him, "Go down and bring Aaron up with you, but the priests and people must not force their way through." So Moses went down to the people and told them. So God basically just told them, "Go get Aaron." Chapter 20 starts the 10 Commandments, which we're going to get into at another,
Yeah, I think next time.
probably next week.
I'm gonna, like you had the play game. I think I'm gonna have I'm gonna come up with a commandments game.
Which one do I like the least?
You gotta wait to find out.
All right, cool.
That'll be fun.
Our favorite segment of the podcast.
When we talk about movies and other random stuff.
That and
Oh,
rating
no.
our sweet pizza.
It was sweet.
The Quail and Manna pizza,
It's good.
it was really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
Honey stuffed crust, super good. It's got like that melted honey core. This one I'd give probably a 8.8,
I was stuck between 8, 6, and 7.
8.7 then.
Sure.
What would you change about it? The Quail and Manna?
Put some Raisin Bran up on there. Just kidding. Some rice checks. No.
I liked it just the way it was.
I did like, yeah.
The quail is like a little bit strong. You taste that, but
think
the
it was-
honey and everything's it's still really good. Just imagine you're in the desert.
I'm thinking like, oh, maybe more cheesy, but then it might be too much cheese and you might have to do more quail. Then you might have to do more honey. It was good.
Yeah, it was. So 8.7 on that one.
I'm excited for the rest, and I'm excited for another Sunday school coming up on Daniel.
Yeah, we're gonna have a special guest, including Tim. Tim plus a special guest. So you don't want to miss that. That'll be coming up in a couple weeks. So tune in for that.
How are we gonna fit here?
Ah,
Tim and then another person.
spoiler alert. We're gonna be moving to a special venue for that Sunday school.
Whoa.
Yes, we're upgrading. Tune in next week. We're gonna cover the 10 Commandments. Johnny's got a fun game that we're gonna play.
Yeah.
I have no idea what's going through his head right now, so that'll be.
Yeah, I already got it down.
It's got to be fun if it's coming from Johnny,
It's good.
or
Or it's gonna be.
or it's gonna be
It's gonna
completely
be
ridiculous.
big letdown. Build it up just so which would be funny. Build it
Yeah.
up so much and then it's just like that was dumb.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you're just reading the 10 Commandments. That was a fun game,
Yeah.
Johnny.
It'll be funny nonetheless, I think, to me. Sometimes jokes don't hit. But I have a theory on jokes. I don't know if it's theory or just a motto or a creed. Maybe a creed for jokes for my life. You got a joke, say it. If it sucks, but you keep trying, there's going to be some bangers in there.
I like it. It's like keep shooting. Eventually, you'll hit your target.
Yeah. So I'm not afraid to miss.
Increase your odds.
Yeah.
I like it. Well, yeah, we'll see you next week.
What's your best joke?
I don't have one.
Podcast over.